old people Friday. Hey, hey, old people Friday. Hey, hey, old people Friday. Hey, hey, old people Friday.
So Myron, we're here with Myron Stone. Thank you so much, Myron, for having us, and also thank you for your services. Myron is a Marine. You served in World War II?
Yes, I did.
All right. And I also read where on your travels to South Carolina for boot camp, you rode in a wooden box car with gas-lit lamps.
Well, I left Swampscott and took a bus into Boston to the post office building
Okay.
in Post Office Square. And from there was a class of us who marched or walked to South Station. Took a regular train to Washington, but in Washington we had to change planes. And it was an old train, wooden cars with gas lights. That's how old the train was.
So it also, I read the article, you were the only Jewish person that you were in the military, like with your group. You were the only one who was Jewish. Was that difficult?
We had a platoon, the recruit platoon of 74, I believe. And I was the smallest and the only Jew. Some of the guys in that platoon came from Pennsylvania. They were huge.
Yeah.
They were huge guys. I did everything that they did, and I graduated as a United States Marine. It's probably the proudest accomplishment I've had in my whole life.
I can see why, and I think I would feel the same had I done the same thing. Wow, that's amazing. And you met your wife when after the war? Is it?
Well, I came home in January of 1946. A good friend of mine that I grew up with, I went out on a double date with him and his date, which was Rosalind. And shortly after that, she called me and invited me to go to her dance with her at Cambridge Junior College.
Oh.
And that was it.
You put the moves on?
That was it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fancy footwork? And
She nailed me.
yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
What did you guys do on your first date?
We went to a place in Linfield called Kimball's Starlight Ballroom.
Oh.
And that's where all of the big bands came.
Yeah.
The Dorseys and Benny Goodman and Harry James. All of the big bands came to Kimball's Starlight Ballroom.
How fun of an era must that have been?
Yeah,
ballrooms.
over in Linfield.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's probably where we went.
We talked earlier, you have how many grandchildren and how many great-grandchildren?
We have 3 sons.
Oh, that's okay.
And 7 grandchildren.
Uh-huh.
And 5 great-grandchildren. And we have 2 more on the way. 1 in a couple of weeks, and 1 is going to be born probably early April.
That's amazing. That's seriously amazing. And that you and your wife, after 70 years, they've been together and still together. What do you think is the key to a happy, long marriage? Because we need to know that these days. People need something to grasp to. Some advice.
We're considerate of each other. I think that's probably the main thing.
Really? I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, considerate. We need to be more considerate.
But I feel very fortunate. I've lived a, long, fairly healthy life, and had a good marriage. We get along well together, and I've enjoyed my my children, and I was very lucky. I had great-grandchildren. I had 3 grew up right next door on the other side of this house. This is a duplex house.
Now, at your age, do you think you're afraid to die, or
No, I'm not.
And why is that?
I don't know. I'm not afraid to. I never was afraid to die. You know, you never feel like when we went to combat that you were going to get killed. I don't think anybody did, but I wasn't afraid. I'm still not afraid. What bothers me now is that I'm outliving all of my friends. And 2 weeks ago, one of my oldest, dearest friends died. And it's a real loss. I really miss him. Yeah, a very lucky man. Very
Yes.
lucky man.
Lucky and blessed, I would say. Not necessarily lucky. That means you did something right, Myron.